This was by far the scariest thing that's happened to us since we started traveling, right?
Oh yeah.
So about a week ago, my sister reached out to me and she was like really concerned about our safety. She was like, are you guys safe? And when are you guys coming home? And it was kind of weird because my sister and I, we're not really that close, but whenever we do talk, we talk for a very long time. The last time we spoke was 3 months ago. So the fact that she was reaching out to me with like concerns about coming home was really like alarming for us. And then she sent me a notice that the US Department of Security kind of like sent out to all American travelers that are abroad. And this is kind of what it says. We're also gonna put it on the screen so that you guys can see it.
Yeah, so the Department of State urged worldwide caution, and they're advising US citizens overseas to exercise increased caution due to increased tensions in various parts of the world. So basically, citizens should stay alert in locations frequented by tourists. And we're always like, well, we're in Thailand and it's a pretty safe part of the world. We're safer here than you are in like New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, like all those places where our families live. And yeah.
And then we, like my mom started getting concerned as well. So she called me and I was trying to like calm her down. Like, we're safe, mommy, we're fine. And she basically went off of what my sister was saying. So I was telling her like the place that we're staying in is so safe that we should be fine. Fast forward to a few days later and then we woke up to this.
Yeah, so it's not like we didn't take this notice seriously, but we figured, okay, overseas like literally means every country outside of the US.
Right.
And we are in Thailand, which is primarily a Buddhist country, but apparently there's actually a Muslim minority in Thailand. And it's pretty visible. If you go out in Bangkok or where we were in Phuket before, you see women like wear their hijabs. Men, it's not so obvious usually, but they definitely do exist.
Yeah,
they definitely exist. They are fully part of the community. They work in stores, they hang out in the streets, they sell food. You definitely see them. Mm-hmm. And it just so happened that we are staying near the Israeli embassy.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. We never even considered
it.
Stroke
of bad luck in this case, I guess. Because we didn't even think about that. Because we've been in Thailand like 2 months now.
Yeah.
And way before this thing started.
Yep. So the reason we're mentioning the Israeli embassy is of course because of what's happening in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And generally Muslim communities and countries around the world are supporting
now
Palestine.
Protesting, yeah.
And
we woke up to one.
Yeah, we woke up to that, and apparently there's, not just in Bangkok, but there's a concentrated Muslim minority in a different part of Thailand. Yeah. A lot of them came to Bangkok to protest in front of the Israeli
embassy.
And we woke up and we watched a lot of shows and movies from the Middle East because we're really fascinated by the culture, like the food, the language is like exciting, the way that people
and just
behave.
The way of life.
Yeah, we think it's really cool and interesting. Obviously, not the violent part, but
right. We were in Malaysia and we would wake up and like go to bed to hearing the prayer call, and it was so interesting and fascinating for us. And we were like really, I don't know, we feel like we're in a different world when we would hear that call, and it was such a peaceful call. But then we woke up to, you know, the other part of the call, so we were like, wow, maybe my sister was right, and maybe we should start looking for like a plan to get out. But fortunately that protest lasted for only 1 day, and after that everything was done. We haven't heard anything like that since. But because of this that's happening right now with Israel and Palestine, as American citizens who hold different passports, we're like, yeah, we're gonna be fine. If anybody comes up to us thinking we're American, we'll just pull out my Jamaican passport and he'll pull out his European passport, and I'm gonna be like, wagwan, what y'all do? And then I told Simmons, you could just fake fake a European accent, you know? Like, but I don't know what this guy's gonna do because he can't fake a European accent.
What you mean?
What? That is not European accent!
I tried to do your British one, it didn't work. So it's one thing to keep yourself safe physically, but it's a whole another thing to keep yourself safe online. Which brings us to today's video sponsor,
Surfshark.
Hey, so you guys know we've been traveling a lot lately. Sometimes when we get to a new destination, we're not able to access the content that we want. Sometimes we connect to public Wi-Fi, which is not the safest way to access the internet. That's why I'm happy to announce today's video sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark is a cybersecurity app and browser extension that includes one of our favorite tools, the VPN. We use Surfshark all the time to set our location to a country that has our favorite shows on Netflix and to access websites that may not be available where we are traveling to. It's also great for protecting yourself when connecting to public Wi-Fi. Surfshark allows you to have a private connection, keeping your data safe and keeping it away from hackers. You can also use the same account on an unlimited number of devices, especially when you're as device heavy as we are.
So, because you guys are so special, Surfshark is actually offering you an exclusive deal. You will get your first 3 months for free if you use code AverySimus at checkout, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied with the service when the time comes to pay. I think this is an amazing deal to be able to protect your online self as well as catch up with your shows while you're on vacation or if you're just traveling abroad. Thanks so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this segment of the video. Now let's get back to the rest of it.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our other problem. So we had plans to go see the Middle East and other, like that side of the world, and now we're thinking, like, should we really do that?
Yeah, because we applied for a visa for you, for Turkey,
yeah.
And Americans need visas to travel there, and we're like, okay, let's just get it. We got it like months ago, and now you have it for like 6 months, and we're like, Turkey's technically not involved, but like,
right, it's still
maybe it's not
close
the best.
To home.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best time. So
yeah.
We're reconsidering a lot of those travels, even though, like I said, we love the food, the culture. In general, just like the existence of being there, I imagine would be really fascinating.
We're really interested in that. Like right now, we're watching a show on Apple TV called Tehran.
Oh,
like we're watching it right now.
Yep.
So it's hitting in so many different ways for us because we understand what's going on, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And we just so happen to live in a country that's siding with one side of the war, and we're not interested in siding with anything. We just want things to just be peaceful, you know. I would prefer, like, I can't watch those things. Like, I start crying. I'm very weak and soft-hearted, so like I don't like to see any kind of sufferation or anything like that. But unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. But we thought that our scaredness and like alertness and alarmness ended there, but then a few days ago in our building this happened and we were kind of like right back to being scared again.
There's the exit.
And there too, bro. It's fine.
Here?
Here. Go.
What the hell? Sis, what's happening?
No, we have to get out of here.
Don't like this. I don't see. No. What if it's a trap?
Just go, man.
This is the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
This is by the gym.
Yeah.
We seem to be the only ones here that are afraid. Right?
Somebody working out at the gym. Hopefully it's a false alarm because it's still going, but no one cares.
They said it's a testing.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
was crazy. We know fire drills and whatever, but this is our first fire drill in a different country, and just like unexpected. Well, it's a drill, right? But just completely out of nowhere. And we actually thought that something was really happening. Then we went outside and everybody was living life as normal. Girl was working at the gym. The staff was okay. The security guards were barely doing anything. So we're like, oh, so that really was just a drill. Anyways, we thank God that we're okay. And we now know that if there is ever a fire, we're probably gonna burn, because we grabbed everything. Grabbed laptops, cameras.
Yeah, because that's like, if that burns, we're done, man.
Yeah, just the way we make money, so. But anyways, how'd you feel?
Oh, that was stressful because we didn't know what the hell was going on. We walked outside, there's nobody. We took the steps. Thankfully, we're kind of close to the ground in this case.
Yeah.
But when I saw that life is going as normal, I'm like, okay, it's probably not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at least we didn't have to grab little Simp Man. Because he's not here yet.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So to make matters worse, the building's fire alarm went off. And we're like, yo, this is the real deal, because it's like going crazy in our ears.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, we have to go. So let's go. Let's get our passports, laptop, and the memory cards where we keep all the footage, because that's literally what we're living off of.
Right.
And we're out the door.
And I was telling Simus, if this was really a fire drill, we'd die, because we're grabbing all the things that we shouldn't be grabbing. You literally have to just run when there's a fire drill. But thankfully, it was just a drill and it wasn't a real fire. So when we went down, there was a lady still working out in the exercise room. Yep. There was a guy chilling by the pool, and the people in the tourism office, they were just like, oh, it's just an alarm, don't worry about it. But yep. Like being scared from that protest and like combined with everything that's going on in the world, we were just like booking it. Like, we gotta go, we gotta get out of this place. But
I also remember one more thing, that when we were chilling by the pool, the thunder that went off and sounded like exploded.
Yes.
Yo, I thought, we're like, is that a bomb?
Or is that thunder?
Because
yeah.
I've never heard thunder that loud. That was sick.
Yeah.
But it just like kind of put us like on high alert for some of the things that we're doing, and we're like, we're in Thailand. Like, these people, they're not in any active conflict with any country in the world. They're just minding their own business and living their lives.
Yeah.
And we're guests, actually pretty welcome guests here in this country.
Right. But I think by far, what is that?
Construction?
I guess.
I don't know, this is
Listen,
bad.
I can't do this anymore. By far, I think these are the scariest things that's happened to us since we started traveling. Like, I can't think of anything else that's happened other than when you left your passport in Mexico, in Cancun when we were in Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, that was a one-time incident. That was
This man left his passport in one side of his green card.
Yeah.
His green card in one side of Mexico, and then we were like 4 hours away on the other side.
By plane, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one layover and 2 flights.
And the Airbnb guy like sent it to us. We have to go back for it actually.
No, he didn't send it. Yeah, we flew back to Cancun to pick it up.
But none of that was scary. Like.
Oh, you know what was scary? Guatemala was scary.
Oh yeah. Guys, I'm so like protective of us when we're traveling. I'll show you my travel alarm. Pro tip, okay? This is not an ad, by the way.
Hey, get off, man.
Why?
Your bone.
This is my travel alarm. So this is a doorstop where you take it and you stuck it underneath your door, and there's like different sensitivity levels, right? So for me, I put it on low sensitivity, and this is the on-off button. So look, if you put it on, you put it underneath your door, and if somebody opens your door, it presses this and it goes like this. Yeah, you think I'm playing?
I think that thing gives me more anxiety than traveling does, cause
yeah. So every night before bed, I put this underneath our door, and I would really recommend it if you're like a female solo traveler and you're just
construction.
Interesting. Yeah, so female solo travelers or just traveling in general. Like, we've watched so many horror stories where people open people's hotel rooms. Like, you just go and tell, oh, that's my room and I lost my key. And the hotel staff actually lets people into these buildings, which is just crazy to me. So yeah, this is it, guys.
We have more tools than that. We have a travel carbon monoxide detector.
Oh yeah.
We have another thing that like loops around your door thing to like physically stop it from opening.
Yeah, like a physical door lock.
So it's like a backup to that thing. What else did we?
But we're only using this right now. There's a carbon monoxide detector in this apartment.
Yeah, there is. But there's no gas in this apartment
there's
because
no gas,
because it's an electric stove. But it's good to have anyway. So that's the thing we've seen actually almost everywhere. There are no gas stoves except in Mexico. I think that was the only place that we've really seen them.
But yeah, we are pretty cautious while traveling, and because of what's going on in the world right now, we are changing plans to visit like areas that might be affected by the ongoing conflicts. And security wise, we feel pretty secure here in Thailand. I wouldn't say that we're scared anymore. But we were very scared, and I'm like...
That day was like, man, there's a guy yelling Allahu Akbar directly outside of our window, so...
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this one, but I'd love to hear any horror stories that you've had while traveling. We'll definitely be reading all the comments, right?
Oh,
you have anything else?
You were gonna show them something that we have.
This?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the fruit.
Oh, by the way, if we ever leave Thailand, which we will be leaving Thailand soon.
We have to actually. We already extended our visa and that's it. We can't extend it anymore.
Another thing, we extended our Thai visas, but they only give you 30 more days, and if you go back again, I think you can only get 7 more days, and
which
then
nobody ever gets.
they never usually give that to you. But we have so many fruits on our table back here that I wanted to show you guys. Like, if you come to Thailand, you're gonna be eating good. Right?
You want to bring it over?
Yeah, let's bring it over.
There's this guy.
Yeah. So, this we don't really snack, only if we're snacking on fruits. So we eat like one of these. This is a sugar apple. Mango. One of this. And of course, bananas. They have some really nice kiwis here, like the fruits in Thailand. Why would I ever leave? Yeah, so that's it, right?
You ready to snack on some fruit? Yeah, because I know I am.
Yeah, starving. Gotta go to the gym and come back and eat. And then I gotta braid my hair today.
Can we see those muscles?
Ooh! See that, mate?
Wow.
Can I see your muscles? Ooh! It's giving daddy. It really is.
You're sick. Yeah, guys, it's constant nagging and going to the gym. And you can see it right here. You can see it right here.
Are you showing up?
No. No. But I got them, so I gotta flaunt them, you know?
Later.